MZZK.
Hello fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Miss K here as always. I know it's been a while that you've seen me here doing a video, but I'm back. I took a little break. Thank you for checking up on me, especially for those of you who did on Instagram and then even in my DMs and all that. Thank you so much. So welcome back to another real estate video. We're doing construction today in a client site. So today we are discussing substructures in building. You know, every project starts with a foundation. So and people have asked a lot of questions about it in the past, especially laymen, like people who are not really into real estate, but then they want to know because they are building their own homes and all that. So we are discussing substructures, and I'm going to be having the discussion with my engineer here, Lawrence. I'm sure most of you know him. You've made use of some of his services before in the past, and so yes, he's here. He's going to shed more light on what we are building. This is for a client. I'm not going to go into details about everything, but then we are going to discuss the substructure of a 3-bedroom house, and then we are also going to share with you how much it's going to cost you to do the substructure for a 3-bedroom house. I know that we've done a 2-bedroom in the past, and most of you were really interested. So let's do the 3-bedroom house. Let's share the quantities with you, and then you can ask us all your questions and all that good stuff. If you want somebody to build for you, you can also give us a call. Our contacts are going to be on the screen, and we can always come to your site and help you out with whatever you are building. So I'll invite Lawrence here so that we'll just keep the talk going. Please don't go away. Share the video, give me your comments. I like to read your comments most of the time, so please share your comments with me, and like the video. Please like the video so that YouTube can promote the videos, because these days we don't have a lot of views coming through because you don't like the video. So like the video, share, comment, and please subscribe. Of course, we are 10K and we want to go to 15K before the end of this year, or maybe 20K. So please subscribe, okay? So guys, we have Lawrence here. I'm sure you are familiar with this face, so I don't need any more introduction, right? Lawrence is into architectural design and drawing and then building construction. He's actually an engineer, and he has worked with some of you in the past. So if you are also, maybe today's your first time watching any of our videos and you're looking for somebody to build your house for you, you can of course give Lawrence a call, or give me a call, send me a WhatsApp, and I'll connect him with you so that you can have your discussions and all that. He really does good jobs, and of course I'll show you some on this channel as we go along. If you keep coming to watch our videos, welcome to the channel once again.
Yeah, thank you.
How have you been?
By God's grace, we are okay.
Okay, so I'm telling them that we are building a substructure.
Yes.
The foundation. and we basically want to have a discussion about it because I've had people who have asked about it in the past.
Okay.
And so we did the 2-bedroom when we built our 2-bedroom house, and people were really interested in the substructure, how much it costs, and in fact the entire building. But because we are just starting, we are going to go in levels, so we'll start with the substructure, and then when we start the superstructure, we'll as well come and have a discussion with them. So yes, can you shed a bit of light about substructures for us?
Okay, so we are actually working on the foundation, which is a substructure now. And as you can see, we've already done the profiling or the setting out of the building. And we have started with the excavation. And this time around, we decided to go manual. There is a reason why we decided to go manual. Because usually I like to use the machine, yeah, but then because of the nature of the structure, and then because of how well I want to manage the material, that's why I decided to go in for manual instead of the machine. When you use the machine, you intend to have a bigger holes, and hence a lot of concrete will go down.
Okay, before we get to that, let's start from the beginning, the very beginning.
Okay.
In building a house.
Yes.
So we come to the bare land.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm a layman or laywoman. We come to the bare land. Okay. And we start with what? What do we start with first?
Okay, so usually once we come to the bare land, and what we have to do first is basically site clearance. Okay. But I'll also say depending on the structure, because there are structures that you need to do a soil test. You need to run a lot of analysis to get the type of soil so you can have a very good foundation. But for a 1-story, 2-story building, I mean, we can just do our site clearance. I mean, once the drawings are ready, just do the site clearance. After the site clearance, we can then do our profiling or the setting out of the building.
Okay. Before Lawrence goes on, I think even before we start anything at all coming on site, we should ensure that we have our permit, right?
Exactly.
We have our permit, because if you don't get the permit and you start the building process, sometimes it's a bit tedious. You get these municipal assembly people coming to your site over and over again, seizing your machines and all that. So ensure that you have your permit, and of course the engineer or contractor building the project for you can always help you with that. Once you have your drawings, you can apply for a permit, and then you can start with that. Before you start, I know sometimes because the permit process is a bit tedious and I don't know, it's cumbersome. We've been applying for a permit for a client for almost like 9 months now, and they keep doing go and come. So sometimes you get frustrated and you end up starting. But if you start like that, I think it costs you more, isn't it?
Yes.
It costs you more when you start like that than for you to get it before you start. At least get a receipt from them. Exactly. Then you can start something with. So then when we come on site, we do the clearance and everything, which of course comes into our invoice, right? Exactly. We put all that in the invoice. Yeah. We do the profiling. Yeah. So what does that entail, the profiling?
Okay, so the profiling is basically transferring the drawings on the paper. So this paper that we have, the drawings on the paper, we are trying to represent it on the ground. Mm-hmm. Okay, so usually on the paper is smaller, but now we have to bring it to scale, the real scale. So we transfer the drawings from the paper onto the ground, and that is the profiling. Or for some people, they call it setting out.
Setting out. Okay, so it's the same thing. And that's where we use the wood.
Yeah, we use the wawa board.
We do the drawings on the guys. I've done a lot of profiling on this channel. I'm going to link some of them above. If you haven't seen what it is, please click on any of those videos that I'm going to link, or go into the description box and then you can watch what it is. So I think people are mainly interested in cost.
Yes.
So to start with, what we are doing now is a 3-bedroom house, right?
Yes. So
we are doing
a 3-bedroom on the ground.
A 3-bedroom house, and this is the plan.
And we have
I don't know, maybe I'll put a screenshot on the screen for you to see, or I'll just share with you when we go on ground what it's going to look like, so that you can represent it in your mind's eye. Yes. So for a 3-bedroom house, how much do you think it will cost us, like off head, to build the substructure? Okay,
so I would say that if you want to do a very good substructure, and I'm using that word good.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a bad substructure?
I'm saying good because, okay, so you want to have everything in there. Because, I mean, you want to have a ground beam. You want to paint the external walls of the substructure. And you want to put a correct damp-proof membrane. Okay. That will cost you a bit. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to have a very good substructure. But then you can also have a regular substructure. Okay.
Guys, go in for a good substructure because this is the foundation of your building. Oh. This is what everything stands on, right?
Yes.
So go in for a good substructure. Don't cut corners. Most of you come and then once you see the invoices, yeah, or maybe we share the cost with you, you come back and say, can't we take this out? Can you remove this? Can you remove that? Sometimes it doesn't worry us, but get a good one. Get a good one because you know what buildings are in this part of town. It's better to get a good one than a manageable one, right?
Exactly.
How much is the cost of cement?
Okay, so I bought cement today and I bought it at 91 cedis.
It's gone down, guys. Yeah. Remember the last time I shared with you that cement went to like 100 cedis or over 100 cedis. Yeah. But it's come down again, of course. I think because of the dollar rate and all that. It's come back to 91. Is that Gasem?
Yeah, Gasem. Yeah. Gasem,
so Gasem is back to 91 Ghana cedis for a bag.
And the ties.
And then how much is the block?
The block is now 7 cedi for some people. For some people.
How many inches?
For 6 inches. For some people, 7 cedi, 50%.
Okay, let's talk about. I think people were more interested or are more interested in a 3-bedroom house.
Okay.
So not a story house, but a 3-bedroom. Let's say simple 3-bedroom house.
Okay.
How much do you think, like off head, the substructure for something like that is going to cost?
So it should cost between 80,000 to 100,000 for a substructure. A very good substructure.
Ghana cedis.
Yeah, Ghana cedis. Yeah.
Okay, but of course, if you want to do a story and build something at the top, then it can go above that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And for what we are showing you now, it's a 3-bedroom at the bottom, but then we have apartments at the top, so it ends up coming out like a 7-bedroom house, right?
Exactly.
So now we can discuss why we are using. I know that most of the buildings that we've done, we used an excavator.
Exactly.
To do the trenches.
Exactly.
Why are we doing manual now?
Okay, so we are doing manual today because one, the building size, okay, and then the number of stories, okay, and also because I don't want a lot of the materials to go into the drain or to go into the trenches, basically. That's why.
So what do you mean by because of the building size?
Okay, so assuming if I'm doing like the same 3-bedroom and one, there's pressure. Okay, so the client wants it as soon as possible. What it means is that I would have to do excavator. Okay, that's one. Two, I don't want the trenches to be too big because usually when you use the excavator, the trenches are quite big. Okay, and I want to avoid big trenches.
If it comes out big, does it affect the project?
Yeah, it affects the project. It affects the cost.
The cost, yes, because you get more materials going into it.
Yeah, you have to use a lot more.
So for a 3-bedroom house, forget about the story.
Yeah.
Like a 3-bedroom simple house, how long does it take to dig the trenches if you are doing manual?
Manual, typically maybe within 3 to a week.
3 to a week.
Depending on the number of hands you have. So if you have more hands,
so for this, how many people are you using?
We're using about 6 to 7 people. Yes.
Laborers to dig.
Yeah.
And it's going to take how many days? How many weeks?
The digging shouldn't take us more than a week. Maybe within the next 4 days.
All right, guys. So let's walk through the project site. Let's see what the guys are up to, what they are doing, and then we'll come back and finish this video. Right, so basically that is what we have. We have a master bedroom, and they are all en suite, right?
Yes.
They are all en suite. And then we have a guest room.
Yes.
A guest room that comes with it. The living room, the dining, and then the master area, right? How many feet are you digging?
We're going 3 feet.
3 feet.
Yes. But, I mean, the land is hard, yes, but then we are going 3 feet.
Do you regret not using an excavator because the land is hard?
Oh no, I don't regret at all. Because some of this land, even sometimes the excavator comes and they run away.
Yeah. Why?
Just like compound. The guy says we should go and we should dig
Put
the
water.
front and pour water.
But it's been raining these days, and this place it rains a lot here.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Let's discuss quantities.
Okay.
Because a lot of people want to build, but sometimes they want to put monies together and all that. So they would want to know, like, how much can I save even before I start?